Hello, welcome to Janome's introduction of a unique machine for artists, the home sewing market, or anyone with a desire to be creative. The Expression. We are proud to provide you with this brief overview of a very exciting machine. Our goal today is to show you amazing ways to expand and realize your creative potential. Janome believes that the easier the tools, the more creative you become, and the simplicity, ease of use, and genuine innovation of the Janome Expression will make it the gateway for a whole new world of creativity in your sewing room or studio. Let's take a moment to see how the Expression works and explore the main features of this creative tool. The Expression does not use thread and does not have a system to pull the fabric. As a matter of fact, the Expression doesn't sew at all. The Expression is a felting or needle punching machine. Using barbed needles and the up and down motion of the needle bar, the Expression meshes fibers and fabrics together to create amazing surface embellishments such as this. Prior to the Expression, this technique was done by hand. This hand punching was a very tedious process and often required many hours of work. First, let's take a look at the needle unit. You'll notice that this unit contains 5 fixed barbed needles. The needles in the needle unit mesh decorative fabrics and fibers into a base fabric. The decorative materials that you place on your base fabric are pushed or punched into the base fabric, embedding them together. The result is a unique new material, created entirely by you. These 5 needles are all attached directly into one unit, making it far less likely that you'll break an individual needle. The single unit design of the needle also makes it much safer, because this design allows Janome to use very strong needles. Thus, a greater variety of fiber and fabric weights can be used. Next, you'll notice that the presser foot does not rest on the fabric as it would on a standard sewing machine. The foot is raised so that it can accommodate the free motion felting and needle punching technique used on the Expression. On the back of the foot, a simple adjustment screw allows you to adjust the height of the foot. You can set it at the lowest setting if you're working with lightweight materials, or raise it to a much higher level if you're working with bulky or heavy fabrics. The standard needle plate with the Expression has 5 holes for the needles. This plate acts much like a straight stitch needle plate on the standard sewing machine, protecting your fabric from being pulled into the needle plate. Use the standard 5-hole needle plate when working with lighter weight materials. If you're working with thicker or heavier fabrics and larger projects, you may choose the optional open needle plate. The open needle plate has 1 large hole, allowing for more play in the needles when piercing extra weight in layers. This open needle plate is another reason you will enjoy far less needle breakage with your new Expression machine. Expression tip number 1. Using the 5-hole needle plate with heavier fabrics could cause needle breakage. The 5-hole needle plate should be used only when working with lighter weight fabrics. An important feature of the Expression is this clear shield on the front of the machine. This is the needle safety guard. The needle safety guard is compact, so it doesn't get in the way of your work, yet offers a wide range of protection against a broken needle. The guard also acts as a finger guard and keeps your hands safe as you use the machine. Expression tip number 2. For maximum safety, always use the needle safety guard. The presser foot itself is also clear, allowing for an open view of your work. The hand wheel on the side of the machine works just like a standard sewing machine and raises and lowers the needle. For best results, always turn the hand wheel toward you. Let's also take a moment to talk about the parts of the machine you can't see. The front section of the machine base is removable, converting to a free arm for embellishing tight areas such as cuffs, sleeves, and pants, much like the free arm found on the standard sewing machine. When we slide this off, you will notice the door that folds down to reveal the lint catcher. The lint catcher is perfectly placed below the needle plate to catch any lint or debris from your project in a central location. This makes it exceptionally easy to clean. Just take a regular sewing machine cleaning brush or a vacuum and remove the lint. Janome has also installed a protective cover within the machine that keeps lint from getting into the motor. You may have seen hand felting tools like this one in your local craft store. The Expression works much in the same way. The Expression simply works much faster than hand felting, with a speed of up to 900 punches per minute, and provides for greater versatility. Now that we've explored the machine, let's begin expressing ourselves. The most important rule when using the expression is, there are no rules. You can use your expression to embellish works that you have made, such as art quilts or jackets, or you can use it to create something to stand on its own. The expression also works great for adding your own flair to ready-made garments and home accents. The amazing versatility of the expression makes it an exciting addition to your sewing room or studio. Because there are no rules, you experience total creative freedom. You can create 3D appliques, customized fabric colorations, watercolor-inspired prints, your own fabric, and much more. The key to success with the expression is experimentation. Search your local fabric, fiber, and yarn shops to find fibers and fabrics that will add interest, color, and texture to your project. Now let's discuss fabrics that you will need to work with your expression. Begin with base material. This material is going to act as a canvas would in a painting. So you need to make sure your base is firm and will accept the materials you are planning to embed. We found that fabrics such as denim, canvas, and wool or polyester blend felt work well as base materials. There are a wide array of colors and textures in these fabrics available today. If you wish to cover the entire base, you can use a neutrally colored base fabric. You may want your base material to show through your work, however, and in this case you'll want to select the color and texture of the base to coordinate with your project. Once you have selected your base fabric, you'll choose the materials you want to use for embellishing. There is no limit to the materials you can add to your base, and each will yield a unique result. The best way to know how any material will look after needle punching is to experiment with scraps before embellishing your base. Expression tip number 3. Never again throw away any scrap fabrics, no matter how small, because with the expression machine, your scraps can be your next embellishment. Natural fibers and fabrics, like woolen fabric and yarns or roving, work wonderfully with the expression and mesh readily. Use synthetic fibers and fabrics like lame or metallic yarns to add amazing and beautiful enhancements. Depending on your taste and your project, you can use combinations of materials to create the look you desire. As you can imagine, the possibilities for color and texture when using the expression are endless. Now let's explore the technique for using the expression. Place your embellishments on top of your base. Now lower the needle unit into your fabric. This will allow you to better control the placement of your materials and ensure that the needles can enter the fabric freely. We recommend using this technique each time you start the machine to avoid needle breakage. Now press the foot control, being sure to start slowly and work up to a faster speed. Again, this lessens the risk of needle breakage and allows for better control of the materials. Like free motion stitching on the sewing machine, simply move the fabric freely under the needles, front to back, side to side, or in a random or circular motion to create any look or design you wish. Be sure to gently move the materials, never pulling or forcing them under the needles.